statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation for when you don't. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. My volume, something's going on with my volume. I don't know. Yeah, in my headset. We're live radio, as you can tell. And I was just talking to my technical producer, Steven, telling him that the volume in my headset wasn't loud enough, and I have it up full blast. Anyway, I hope you can hear things okay, and you're doing well. And just want to let you know that you are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, just in case you were looking for a baseball game or something on the radio. Sometimes people surf the stations and they come across the show accidentally. Stick around. You may indeed find it interesting, maybe entertaining. Who knows? You may learn something that may contribute to your health, and you may end up doing better with your health. And the show is coast to coast. And it's also, we have international listeners. We know for sure we have listeners in Belarus and the Ukraine. For some reason, people in Eastern Europe like this show. We like them too. And Richard Passwater will be along today, and we'll chat with him. He always makes for a good guest, by the way. And the show is syndicated, and it does play at different times in different markets across the United States. And I'm pleased to announce we're adding the information superstation 1380 KOTE. That would be Rapid City, South Dakota. And we welcome you to Let's Talk Nutrition. We're very pleased to be able to come into your neck of the woods and share with you this program, and hopefully your listeners will find, as many have, thousands of other listeners have found it to be helpful in guiding them in making some better choices. The show is about trying to educate people and tell them about other choices that can be made relative to their diet, lifestyle, and any other kind of therapy or therapies that will contribute to their health, wellness, and well-being. What to do, what to avoid, and maybe all the things in between. And the show, just to let you folks know in Rapid City, South Dakota, that this show is evidence-based. There's lots of science that's reported on this show to support whatever's being said, because you want to feel comfortable with the information. You want to make sure that what's being claimed is in fact true and will work and not do you any harm. So the show is evidence-based. And you'll also find that there are guests on this show from various parts of the country and different parts of the world, for that matter, that will come on to the show. So it's a form of edutainment, if you will. And we've been doing this show a long time now, 10 years. And we're making our way back and forth across the U.S. in different markets. So we're very happy to be part of your community, your radio community, and You can always send me an email to Dr. Garko. My last name is spelled Garko at letstalknutrition.com. There's a website for the show called, imagine that, letstalknutrition.com. And we're on Facebook at www.facebook.com/Let's Talk Nutrition. And we're on Twitter, LTN Radio on Twitter. Again, welcome. The Information Superstation, 1380 KOTA, Rapid City, South Dakota. All right. How's everybody today? Good? We're all in good shape?
Sure.
I'm doing better than that one person on the interstate this morning. I'm driving down the interstate, and about a mile down the road, I was about a mile away from, I see the smoke, black smoke up in the sky. And I'm thinking, uh-oh. Sure enough, I get within a couple of 100 yards, 300 yards, and there's a car in full flames on the interstate, burning up. Like, I guess you've been reporting on that. Did you talk about that this morning?
Well, I don't really do traffic
Okay.
up, but our traffic department does.
Yeah. Did they report it?
I didn't listen.
Didn't listen. Okay. Well, I saw it, and it was a mess. I don't know that. If you think you're having a bad day, just imagine what that person's experiencing watching your car go up in flames. I mean, it was raging, a raging fire. And I wasn't hearing any sirens getting there either, so it must have just happened. And I was lucky. I got off the interstate. There was an exit to my right, and I got off and took a circuitous route and finally made my way. Bad news.
I'll tell you, morning driving, getting to work and all that, that's got to be one of the most stressful periods of the day for people.
You need to be medicated. It is, Stephen. And I'm up early, and I'm on that interstate early, 4:30 in the morning. I'm up, and even by the time I get onto the interstate, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go ahead.
People always, when I tell them I get up at 4:30 and I leave my house by 5, they're always like, how could you do that? And I'm thinking, how could you not?
How'd you?
There's
I know.
no traffic.
And it's
None.
And it's crazy, too. And there's a small window. Like if you leave at 6:30, you're doomed. 6:15, you're okay. That 15-minute window, and a lot happens in 15 minutes, I can tell you that.
It like starts raining cars.
Oh, that poor soul. I don't know who it was, but that car was totally engulfed in flames. Totally. And the smoke that was sort of arching over the interstate, it looked like a factory fire. I thought it was a factory fire at first. And then I saw it was a vehicle, and I said, man, I'm getting off this interstate. Traffic was backed up. I don't know. So good luck to that person. 877-897-8255. That's a toll-free number. Feel free to call it. There were a couple, and those of you who are new to the show, especially the listeners at in Rapid City, South Dakota, KOTA 1380, typically start the show with a monologue, and I report on stories and studies that are trending in the news, and hopefully some of these will have some relevance for you. For example, this morning there was a study trending from Public Library of Science 1, which is a pretty prestigious academic journal, and they were talking about eating fruits compared to non-starchy vegetables. Well, you might say, oh, gee, that's exciting. But as it turns out, if you had to guess, all right, let me quiz my producers. What do you think is associated with less weight gain? Eating more fruits or eating more non-starchy vegetables? Josh, what do you think? Guess. One or the other.
I would have to say the starchy vegetables.
Eating more non-starchy vegetables, less weight gain. What do you say, Stephen?
Less weight gain?
Less weight gain.
Oh, I misunderstood.
No, less weight gain.
Yeah, I would go with the vegetables as well. Lots of sugars and fruit.
Yeah, well, you're both wrong. You're both wrong. You're both wrong. You're both wrong.
I would have said the other had I understood.
Well, yeah. Well, Stephen usually gets these right. And when I come back, I'll explain. I was a little surprised myself. quite frankly, because you're intuitively, I would have guessed the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Lots of sugars in the
sugars,
fruits, sure.
right? Sugar in the fruit, more weight gain. No, didn't work out that way in the study. There is a caveat, though, and I come back, I'll explain. You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition. It does air coast to coast. 877-897-8255. We'll be back. We'll talk some more.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes? Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing.
Hi, I'm Jordan Rubin, founder and CEO of Garden of Life. Oceans 3 was created with a simple premise in mind. Develop a line of premium omega-3 fish oil formulations that met or exceeded the market leader in quality, and then go beyond omega-3 by providing amplified benefits and value to the consumer. Oceans 3 contains ultra-pure, high-potency fish oil, along with astaxanthin and fucoxanthin. Each of these ingredients, when taken individually, have superb benefits. When they are combined into the exciting compound omega-xanthin, they work synergistically to amplify their already amazing benefits. In addition to the synergy of omega-xanthin, Oceans 3 offers unrivaled purity and greater value than the leading omega-3 fish oils available today, making the Oceans 3 family of products the best choice for anyone looking to add a healthy dose of omega-3 fats and a giant dose of extraordinary health to their lives.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, there's a new study trending this morning that says eating fruits, more fruits, is better in terms of gaining weight than non-starchy vegetables. That's kind of interesting, and I would have predicted the opposite, but nevertheless, they're saying in this study that eating more fruits and less starchy vegetables is a better choice. Both of my producers guessed, and they guessed fruits, starchy vegetables as the better choice to gain weight. And of course, they were both wrong, and I would have been wrong too, quite frankly. The 2010 Dietary Guidelines for Americans, and you can find that, by the way, online, recommends that adults and children should eat a variety of fruits and vegetables. That's not news breaking. So that they can achieve and maintain a healthy weight, keep their nutritional status optimal, and so on. But in this study, and there's a caveat to the study, and I'll explain. They found just that, again, there were 133,468 U.S. men and women, excuse me, and they followed up for 24 years in the Nurses' Health Study, in the Health Professionals' Follow-Up Study. And at the end of the day, an increased intake of fruits and several vegetables was inversely associated with a 4-year weight change for each extra daily serving of fruit. And however, the starchy vegetables, for example, like peas, such as peas, for example, and corn, were associated with weight gain. Now, having difficulty with my throat. Thank you. Pardon me. So, I don't know. The way they collected the data makes me wonder about the findings. It was dietary questionnaires and self-reported weight changes. Sometimes those data aren't so accurate. I would not recommend eating more fruits than vegetables. Would not. In fact, I would tell you to stay away from drinking fruit juices in large quantities.
And especially fruit juices, we know those are extremely sugary. I don't know about anybody else out there with kids, but my daughter never really has been a fruit juice drinker, and we've tried our hardest to keep her off of that. Josh, do you have kids?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, we've always been. It's I know milk. People kind of poo-poo that sometimes, but milk and water mostly for my daughter. And unfortunately, she started just now really getting into the fruit juices, and we give in occasionally, but for the most part, we just do the water and the milk. Have you had any issues yourself with that, Josh?
No, my daughter actually seeks out water before anything, and I think her second choice is usually milk. The only time we give her fruit juice is, when we're out and we're going to flea markets or just out about town. It's quick, convenient,
Yeah, it's a difficult thing. I mean, you see these studies all the time. One comes out saying, eat your fruits and you want to have this many per day, or eat your veggies, you want to have this many per day. But then another story comes out that says, you got to watch how much you're going to eat of this. And it goes back to what Doc always talks about. It's moderation. You got to moderate your diet, and then you can add to it by using the supplements or vitamins wherever you think you may have deficiencies. A lot of people think about supplements and they see them as the end-all be-all. I'll just live my lifestyle the way it is, and then I'll take these and I'll be just fine. But that's not the case. It's moderation. They supplement your diet. That's the term that they're used as, and that's what they should be used for.
Yeah, that's why I started using them. Being that I'm on the go, I work a lot, I'm constantly on my feet. I needed something to kind of supplement what I'm not getting daily. So it's a good thing I work on this show. I've got one of the best guys to kind of guide me in that direction and give me what any advice I need and what supplements to take and things like that.
When I can talk, right?
Yeah. You feeling all right?
Coughing spell, the remnants of that terrible cold, and that happens when we're doing live radio, so...
Yeah, expect to get another one of those colds, because we're just getting right into the heart of the season, and of course we talked about this yesterday. We work in such a communal environment. Microphones, our mouths are right up on them.
Terrible.
I'm expecting a cold any minute now.
The studio's a germ factory.
The building is, not just the studio.
I know.
Yeah.
People coming in and out of the studio.
Somebody's got some acid breath, man. One of these mics is melting over there.
So I was having a coughing spell. Thanks, guys, for picking it up. Appreciate that. It is live radio. See, now you know for sure.
Yeah.
You are listening to Let's Talk Nutrition when the host can talk. Jeez. I got tears rolling down my face. I'm literally choking to death here. It's terrible.
Doc's famous words. I got crack producers.
I got crack producers. Yeah, I do. And we'll be back, and hopefully I'll be able to have a voice. We'll see.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Now Foods, our products work. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Glad you could be here. I'm glad I'm here. Hopefully I'll be able to stay together and not lose my voice again. I have great producers, and I thank them again for picking up. I took a coughing spell and I couldn't talk, literally. So let me try that study again. So this study is saying that eating more fruits and non-starchy vegetables is a better way to control weight than eating starchy vegetables. Now, if you want to know, I'll tell you what the starchy vegetables and non-starchy vegetables are. In terms of the category of non-starchy vegetables, and you want to eat more of these than the starchy ones in terms of controlling weight, things like beets, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, celery, cucumber, eggplant, any greens, collard greens, kale, mustard, turnip greens, mushrooms, onions, peppers. Those are sprouts. Those are non-starchy vegetables, right? And those tend not to put as much weight on a person. The starchy vegetables, beans, corn, green peas, plantain, pumpkin, white potatoes, yams, those are starchy vegetables. And in this study, they said eating more fruits and non-starchy vegetables was associated with less weight gain. So the starchy vegetables, be careful. Does that make sense now? Yeah. Make sense to you?
Yeah.
Now that I can talk and think and pull myself together. That's only happened to me one other time in 10 years where I took a coughing spell and couldn't talk. And I don't care who you are, the cold season and flu season in play here. And last week in Baltimore, at that trade show, lots of stress, right? Traveling, catch a cold, and this is the remnant of it, so I apologize for that. My guest is Richard Passwater. Richard's a regular guest on the show. Always enjoy having him on. And I didn't have a chance to talk with him before going on air. So I'm going to find out what's on his mind. We'll find out together. And Richard, I want to let you know, by the way, and welcome to the show, that we have a new affiliate, KOTA, in it's found in Rapid City, South Dakota. So we have new listeners there. And I don't know, have you been to Rapid City?
No, I have not, Dr. Garko. But congratulations for the continued growth of the cities that the program's available in.
Yeah.
It's great news to hear you're helping people in more cities than ever.
Hopefully, if I could only help myself.
My wife might call you and ask what you did to lose your voice, and so she can make sure I do the same thing and lose mine. She would be quite happy if I lost.
All you have to do is travel on an airplane, and it'll be sure to happen.
I wonder how many live interviews you did at that Baltimore trade show.
We did several, and we broadcasted for 2 days. And of course, all the shows are on demand at letstalknutrition.com. The videos and the audio portions of the show, or audio of the show, is there at the website. So we did quite a few. I saw you there, Richard, in Natural Factors booth. I didn't get a chance to talk to you. You were very busy. You were engaged, and I walked by several times, and every time I walked by, you were talking with somebody, and I didn't want to interrupt. Usually I interrupt you, but you looked especially intense. I don't know what was going on there, but...
Well, I always appreciate the kind words. I was only there one day.
Is that?
I was there the first day of the show.
Yep.
And then I had to go to Toronto for the Canadian Health Food Association show. And I gave a speech there on Friday.
What was the talk on? What was your talk on?
It was on connective tissue health. And last time I spoke at the Canadian Health Food Association show, it was about the hazards of biphosphonate drugs. And I spoke at the same time as the Dalai Lama. And together we drew almost 13,000 people to our talk. But I often leave out the fact that the Dalai Lama drew 12,700 to his talk, and I drew 65 to mine. But together it was nearly 13,000.
Very clever of you.
But this year I had the competition wasn't quite as tough, and it was a very nice lecture. And after that I went west to Edmonton and Calgary, and I'm in Saskatoon now. I'm actually north of your newest listening area there in South Dakota.
Where are you? And, I can't even pronounce it. Where are you?
Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. It's sort of in the middle of Canada. Winter is almost here. It's quite
how
chilly.
You travel all around the world, Richard. How do you travel so much, so far, so often, and not get sick? How do you do that? Are you drinking holy water? What are you doing?
Well, I'm a big believer in using vitamin C and flavonoids and keeping physical fitness level up. But sometimes you get stuck on a plane next to somebody who's
Typhoid Mary. Typhoid Mary. You get next to Typhoid Mary or bacteria Bob.
I believe the airplane companies charge so much money for people to do change fees that they decide to fly sick rather than do the more prudent thing by delaying their flight.
Yeah.
And it seems that more and more people are flying sick these days. And it's I get flustered at times about it. But
well, they book a flight and if they cancel it, they get a penalty fee, and then so they figured I'm going to try. I'm presuming, and they say I'm just going to travel, sick or not. I'm traveling because I'm not going to get lose $100 or whatever. They get charged extra for changing the flight time. So I understand that, but you're right. Nevertheless. You do travel around the world. You work for a great company. I know you're affiliated with Natural Factors, but your primary employer is?
I work with Biominerals NV. We're a research and development company from Destelberg in Belgium. It's in the greater Ghent area in Belgium. I was very fortunate. I was just there 2 weeks ago. And it's a wonderful town to do nutritional research in. There's about 13 universities there, and it's it's a very dynamic place. And we do preclinical work and clinical work, and we study connective tissue and develop products that support connective tissue, and then we license out the technology to various partners around the world. And I'm very fortunate that in the U.S., we're exclusive partners in health with Natural Factors.
Sure.
And I've made many mistakes in my life. At times I've been hit with the humble stick, and at other times I've been beaten with it. But one thing I got right was partnering with Natural Factors.
That's for sure. We'll be back. We'll talk some more.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymatica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace for a good night's rest naturally.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. North American Urban Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing, especially you live in Rapid City, South Dakota, listening on KOTA radio. There you go. And my guest is Richard Passwater. Richard is a well-traveled. He travels around the world, literally, and he's doing it all the time. And, it certainly gives you a different perspective when you travel around the world, Richard, and you start to see all these different cultures and how people live and how people eat and so on, moving from one country to another. And I'm sure that's pretty illuminating. And I know you thought a lot about this. You're a very thoughtful guy. And of course, you never know what I'm going to ask you. So do your best to try to answer this, because I'm interested in what your take on this will be. Nutritionally speaking, what do you think is the top maybe 2 or 3, or the top, whatever you might even consider the most egregious thing that people do nutritionally that undermines their health?
You always toss challenging questions to me that make me think outside my comfort zone, and it's good for me. I appreciate it. I believe one of the things that alarms me in my travels is going from different countries. I spoke about our product BioSil on 4 continents last year, and one of the things that I see is the biggest between the cultures is the portion size. And
portion size.
In the United States and in North America, the portion sizes are quite large relative to Europe and Asia and South America.
How much? By how much would you say, Richard? I know sometimes people, they use a plate that looks like it's the size of it looks like a 1955 Buick hubcap. One of those giant hubcaps, right? And they pile it on.
Name to it.
Yes. How much of a difference in portion sizes do you think there really is? And could you quantify that? I mean, probably you can visibly see it, but is it sizable in your mind?
It's in my mind. At times, I would say it was as much as 2.5 times.
Oh my goodness! Some
of the entrees. The portion size varies quite a bit at different places. But especially in North America, restaurants seem to feel, and people seem to feel that it's a kind thing to put lots of food on the plate. And then when people eat, they seem to feel it's a kind thing to eat it all. And I don't know. In the end,
the polite thing, if they put it down on the plate, I guess you feel obligated to eat it, right?
Eat it. Yes, I do believe that has a lot to do with it. But as an example, here in Calgary or Saskatoon, I had a salad yesterday that I was in Spain 2 weeks ago in Madrid. We relaunched BioSil there, and the bowl that they served, it was like a seafood Louis with crab and shrimp, and it was a size bigger than a serving bowl. They probably would have given 6 people in Spain.
Wow.
And it was the portion sizes are just radically different in different places that I go. And also the rate of the people eat meals.
You mean in terms of speed, how fast they eat it?
Yes, and I think that for the cellular signaling to occur, I think digestion begins in the mouth, and that it's important to chew food properly. And as you eat, the body starts to signal the brain to tell that it's full. And I've been places, especially in South America, they're famous for this, where a lunch can last 3 hours. And the people eat rather slowly and chew real well and have a nice conversation. Where in North America, especially in the U.S., it seems to be some sort of badge of courage to wolf down the meal very quickly and then get back to work.
Yeah, I call it, like type A eating behavior, right?
I like that.
Type A eating behavior.
And I think that that facilitates people to eat much more than they probably would had they not if they gave their body time.
So let me ask you this. Let me see how keen an observer you are in terms of the flatware. The forks and knives. Do you notice that the forks, knives, and spoons are bigger or smaller in other countries compared to the U.S., if you've noticed?
Generally speaking, the silverware here in the U.S. Generally looks a little bit more like gardening tools relative to the flatware in many of the other places that I have an opportunity to go to. Sometimes you'll find some designer flatware somewhere, but in the U.S. it's the portion sizes, the plates, and the tools to eat them with are generally much larger.
That's interesting. In all three of those factors that you pointed out, there's research to support every one of your observations. I've talked about this, especially during holiday season, when I talk to people about, how can you try to moderate your weight during the holidays? Eat less, eat slower, use smaller plates, use smaller flatware. There are studies to support it, believe it or not, even with the utensils. Smaller utensils, smaller plates, people eat less. This is interesting. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Oh, and in the last thing, what was that I'll say that I see differences is in it seems to be the more developed the country, the more processed or purified the food. And especially in North America, if somebody, as an example, orders chicken, it's generally always the chicken breast, or if the vegetables come with just the most tastier, least fibrous part. And unfortunately, many of the nutrients in whole foods are found in the roughage and in the skin and the areas, the tendinous parts of the meat, and it's harder to chew, and it doesn't have some of the same organoleptic type properties as say the muscle flesh has, but it contains many nutrients that are beneficial to the body, and we often cut that part away from the food in the U.S.
Do you notice that in other cultures, their diets are more plant-based than they are in the United States?
Yes, in most of the, especially in Europe and in South America and in Asia, the relatively speaking, the portion of meat on the plate is
smaller,
perhaps half or a third of the size of a portion of meat in the U.S.
You don't get served a side of beef at one time there. We'll be back.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation for when you don't. Get ready to take charge.
And my guest is Richard Passwater. Richard's a regular guest on the show, and always enjoy having him on. And I can typically ask him anything I want, and I'll usually get a very insightful answer. And what I asked him was, in his opinion, what is the most egregious nutritional sin that people will commit? And he tied it to his travels around the world. And he observed that in other countries, number one, the portion sizes are smaller. The plates, the flatware is smaller, for example. And more plant-based ways of eating. Not as much meat. And it's interesting, all the points that he made, there is an abundant amount of research to support what he was asserting based on his own empirical experience, his observations. And sometimes we get very complicated and we look for sophisticated, mysterious answers to some of these questions about how can you live a healthier life in terms of your diet and lifestyle. And I always talk about basics, going back to the basics, the rudiments, if you will, the fundamentals. That's how you build a healthy diet, a healthy lifestyle. And all of his observations are keen. And there was not one thing that he said that I would challenge or say that he's way off base or out there, in the thin ether. And I want to welcome, since we're doing the second portion of the show, I want to welcome the listeners in at KOTA and Rapid City, South Dakota, 1380 AM on the dial. Welcome them to Let's Talk Nutrition. We're very proud to be able to come into your community and your neck of the broadcast woods and share the show with you. And we just also recently, I believe it was last week, we moved into Bozeman, Montana. And so we're also in the Bozeman community as well. And the show, Let's Talk Nutrition, that's what you're listening to, and it is coast to coast. And it also has an international audience. We now know for sure, because we get emails now from people in the Ukraine just this past week, and then a month or so ago in Belarus. So in Eastern Europe, I know that we have listeners in other parts of Europe, South America as well, and I like that. Richard, that's right in your wheelhouse, given how much of an international travel you are. I don't know if you know that or not, but we now have listeners, international listeners for the show. What do you think about that, eh?
Well, I like that you're spreading the word about healthy living all throughout the world. With that website, the or the iHeart Radio, and on your website where people can even watch video. I think that you can have built a great international following.
Yeah, and I really enjoy that, and I thank you for sharing your. I know that you know darn well, and I say this, and people often challenge me and say, "No, you really tell them what you're going to ask on." No, I don't. I've never given you any hint as to what I'm going to do, right, Richard?
No, I enjoy it. I find it challenging where you all ask questions outside my standard wheelhouse, and it challenges me, and I appreciate it. One time you even had me write an essay when I was in the studio, and I thought that was really cool.
I came across, for those of you, the name Passwater might sound familiar. Richard's career and his reputation stand on their own. He can stand on his own terms, believe me. But his dad is Richard Passwater Sr., so you may have recognized the last name. This morning, Richard, I came across an interview that your dad did with Dr. Perricone on advanced glycation end products. Did you know that? I have the interview. Yeah. I have the full interview in front of me, as a matter of fact.
I know which one you're talking about. I don't have it in front of me, but I do know which interview you're talking about. My father's the smart, good-looking Richard Passwater, and I'm the taller one. If you see us together, you can tell us apart that way.
The title of the it was in two parts. Antioxidants, Inflammation, Glycation, and Skin Appearance, Part 2, an interview with Nicholas V. Perricone, M.D., by Richard A. Passwater, Ph.D. This was done back in 2007, and I read the interview, and they made some wonderful points. And the reason why I came across it because I was doing some research on AGEs, advanced glycation end products. There might be some listeners that don't know and viewers that don't know what those are. If we have a moment, I'd like to talk about those at some moment. But you may have had something on your mind that you wanted to focus on to start off our conversation.
Let's jump right into that, and then we'll come back. I was going to. I had some things about hair I wanted to share. But let's talk about advanced glycation end products. I think they're a very important cause of collagen damage in the body, and they have a whole host of other effects as well that you see in the skin, but the damage is occurring in all the connective tissue, such as bones and arteries and veins and joints. And it's very interesting, Dr. Garko. You have many of the same philosophies as Dr. Perricone. I don't know if the two of you get together.
He has been on my show. He's been on my show, but I've never spent a lot of time with him. No.
But they have many similarities with one another, and I think you would be excellent friends, and could teach university classes together. That you really have many of the same
ideas. Mm-hmm. I have a lot of respect for him. He's been around a long time, over 20-some plus years, and he's the guy that really, I would give him a lot of credit for starting the whole movement about beauty from the inside out. Of course, he does have a very advanced line of cosmetic products, that are applied topically. But, I mean, he really made his reputation on teaching and educating people how to live healthy and from the inside out and looking better from the inside out. So, I give him a lot of credit for perhaps even starting that whole movement and being one of the originators of it all.
I completely agree. He started with the cosmeceutical focus, where you put nutrients the body needs in topical products, and then he moved more into the nutricosmetic arena as well, where what you put in your mouth affects your appearance. And he's really a pioneer, if not the godfather of the movement here in the United States.
No question. And by the way, for those of you who may not know what advanced glycation end products, I promise you, before my conversation with Richard is over, you will be sufficiently informed. Let me tell you this, though, about these AGEs, advanced glycation end products. They play one of the most significant adverse roles in certain diseases, formation of certain diseases, such as atherosclerosis, diabetes, cardiovascular, atherosclerosis being cardiovascular disease, chronic renal failure, the aging process generally. These advanced glycation end products, and we'll tell you how they get into your body. They're in a couple of different ways. We'll explain. They play havoc with your collagen matrix, and the free radicals associated with them and the damage it's done is unbelievable. We'll be back. We'll talk more.
Are you tired of taking vitamin pills or powders? How about gummy vitamins with high fructose, corn syrup, or coloring? Finally, you have a choice with Nature's Dynamic whole food gummy supplements and probiotics made by a dad. Imagine getting benefits of your garden in a delicious gummy supplement. Nature's Dynamics utilizes organic, plant-based vitamin and mineral sources with non-GMO, gluten, soy, and dairy-free ingredients in a delicious gummy for the whole family. Nature's Dynamics has berry garden gummies made by a dad, multivitamin, omega-3 and probiotics for kids, body boost joint relief, whole food bone and calcium gummy, whole food immune and vitamin C gummy, whole food omega-3 gummy, Be Beautiful hair, skin, and nails gummy, prenatal plus gummy, whole food probiotics for digestive support, and body boost energy and wellness multivitamin for him and her in a delicious, easy to digest gummy. To learn more about Nature's Dynamics or to find a retailer near you, visit naturesdynamics.com or madebyadad.com. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by a dad. Battling sinus, bronchial disorders, allergies, and other seasonal irritants can be a constant struggle, making this the season when you need Oreganol P73 the most, nature's most powerful natural remedy. Get the blast of wild nature you need with the only wild Mediterranean oregano extract, Oreganol P73 from North American Herb & Spice. After being tested, both the USDA and the FDA agree Oreganol P73 is powerful. North American Herb & Spice knows it's powerful as well and knows P73 is just what you need. When you take P73, you'll experience its cleansing power. You'll smell the fresh mountain-grown aroma and feel its effectiveness. The Greeks used wild oregano for their health, not just spice, and called it oreganos, the delight of the mountain. Oreganol P73 is 100% wild, hand-picked Mediterranean oregano. Do not accept cheap imitations made from farm-raised or non-oregano species. Use Oreganol P73 and stay healthy all year long. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration, not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract, available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com, that's KYOLIC.com, or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
Still looking for your fountain of youth? It's Xenia. Look no further than the beauty aisle of your favorite health and nutrition store. Xenia is the newest product from Form Essentials, the brand that brought you solace. So you know it's filled with the highest quality ingredients. Many cosmetic products only treat topically, while Xenia addresses aging and hair loss from within. Formulated to support the growth of radiant hair, skin, and nails, Xenia is sure to help you turn back the hands of time and assist you in aging gracefully. Xenia provides a spectrum of key vitamins and other evidence-based natural ingredients such as alpha-lipoic acid, biotin, collagen, and elastin peptides, all combined in one capsule for your convenience. By promoting beauty from the inside out, you are strengthening your cells and creating a lasting enhancement to your natural beauty. Xenia fits into your daily routine and can be taken to boost your current cosmetic products. Available now at leading health and nutrition stores. Ask for Xenia by name. Start taking Xenia hair, skin, and nails today and get ready to look amazing. Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Canavest, from seed to shelf. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Nature's Dynamics, garden to gummy supplements made by Dad. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. NeoCell, the true science of collagen. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
There is a nutritional hazard that I would certainly like to bring to your attention and make you aware about it, because in my opinion, these particular compounds can get developed in a very unsuspecting ways. You can get in touch with them in ways that you may not be aware, and they do a considerable amount of damage to people's health. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. What I'm referring to are, in the world of human nutrition and biology, what I'm talking about are advanced glycation end products. The acronym is AGEs, AGEs. These are compounds that, as I alluded to, are a significant factor in the development and the worsening of a number of degenerative diseases that I referred to just a moment ago, such as diabetes, atherosclerosis, even Alzheimer's disease, the aging process generally, chronic renal failure. These compounds can affect and do affect, I would say, virtually every type of cell and molecule in your body. And people such as Dr. Nicholas Perricone, Richard Passwater, my guest, and even his father, Dr. Richard Passwater Sr., and many others, believe that these compounds are, in fact, just absolutely dreadful and play a causative role in, causing oxidative damage to the cells. Welcome back, Richard. It turns out that these advanced glycation end products are formed both within the body and outside the body. Isn't that right?
Yeah, they can get you both ways, yes.
In terms of outside the body, give people a hint as to what that, like, for example, what we're talking about.
Charring meat is an example, is a great way to create advanced glycation end products.
Like with barbecuing.
Yes, so something like that is creates glycation in food and can introduce products through the GI tract after eating them.
And I often talk about this on the show, that barbecuing and charring the meat, or even doing it on a grill or in a fry pan, where you take muscle meats, whatever that be, pork, beef, chicken, whatever, these muscle meats, and cook them at high temperatures. And then that's bad. What's worse is when you char them and eat the char. That's where these advanced glycation end products are found. And these AGEs are formed by proteins and sugars cross-linking with one another. Isn't that right?
That's right. A glycation reaction is when a sugar reacts with a protein. It often reacts with the lysine residue of the protein. That's especially the case in connective tissue. And in connective tissue, the sugar damages reacts with and damages the collagen or the connective tissue components, and it cross-links the fibers in a bad way. In connective tissue, you want lots of different collagen fibers moving different directions, and when you move, you want the fibers to be able to roll over one another. And when they get cross-linked in a bad way, through glycation, the fibers connect to one another in an atypical fashion, where when you start to move, the fibers no longer run across one another, and you get much more of a leathery skin with much less elasticity.
Go ahead, Richard. Finish your thought, man.
That's the initial glycation reaction, and if that's not enough, this secondary set of reactions occur called the advanced glycation end products. And I don't think there's a better acronym around, because these things really play a large part in prematurely aging somebody. These are compounds such as like glucosamine, and they continue to wreak havoc in the body long after the initial glycation reaction occurs.
And the connective tissue about which you're speaking, mention these connective tissues that you're talking about.
Well, the connective tissues start, the most easiest one to observe when you look at somebody is their skin. It's about 75% collagen. Then you have bone is one of the primary connective tissues in the body. It's about 30% collagen that can be cross-linked through negatively cross-linked through these glycation reactions. Veins and arteries. The human body has over 60,000 miles of blood vessels in them. They're about 40% collagen and elastin, which qualifies them as connective tissue. Joints are heavily collagen-based connective tissue. You've got tissues in there like ligaments that connect bones to bones and form capsules to hold synovial fluid. You've got tendons that hold muscles to the bone. You've got cartilage, which kind of helps the bones glide and absorb pressure. Then you, even to some degree, lungs and the gastrointestinal tract contain large amounts of connective tissue that hold the special cells and those tissues in place.
And even blood vessels, right?
Yes, it's the 60,000 miles of blood vessels in the human body are clearly connective tissue. They're 40% collagen and elastin, and they're very, very susceptible for glycation and other causes of collagen damage, such as homocysteine, cortisol, and free radical damage.
Sure. So I guess for the listener and the viewer of the show, you're getting a picture here that these advanced glycation end products, you can see the wide, not only they cause damage, but they can cause widespread damage from joints to all sorts of connective tissue, even to your arteries. Bad news. Come back, we'll talk more.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Over the past 60 years, I have prescribed and been introduced to countless health therapies from around the world. I formulated Medi-C Plus, a natural remedy with high amounts of vitamin C and lysine for maintaining strong bones, cartilage, teeth, and gums, and aiding in collagen formation. Now in my 90s, Medi-C Plus is my insurance for the maintenance of good health. Make Medi-C Plus a part of your daily health routine too.
Available at health food stores and specialty pharmacies.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit TakeSolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Garden of Life, empowering extraordinary health. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Now Foods, our products work. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching and whatever you may be doing. I'm talking with Richard Passwater, and we wanted to focus a little bit on these elements, compounds called advanced glycation end products. The acronym is AGEs, and that's exactly what they do to you. And they can be formed from both outside and inside the body. And how they're created is it's called a glycation reaction. And what a glycation reaction is when a carbohydrate gets bonded to a protein and no enzyme is involved in that. And glucose can bind with proteins, and that's specifically what I'm talking about when we refer to glycation. And when that happens, that's called cross-linking. And what's the consequence of that for you and for me and others? It makes your cells stiffer, less pliable, and more subject to advanced and premature damage and premature aging. There's no good news here with these darn things. And smoking is, in terms of outside the bodies, my guest, Richard Passwater, pointed out that cooking can cause these AGEs, cooking these muscle meats at high temperature, and also smoking is clearly related to raising and elevating the levels of these AGEs. The AGEs are formed when tobacco leaves are dried in the presence of sugars, and then when you inhale, then the AGEs are absorbed into your lungs. And so I don't need to tell you what the consequences of that may be. Welcome back, Richard. So there's nothing good about these darn things. And
I always try to find something good to say about everything, but I have nothing good to say about the AGEs.
Yeah, you probably would have better. You'd probably have better chance making an argument for some good feature about Lucifer, but for these, I don't know. These are bad. These are bad actors, man, all the way around. They certainly damage the connective tissue and all the collagen matrix generally, and that causes people to have all the different diseases that I was alluding to. Now you can take antioxidants. Your dad in that interview I found with Dr. Perricone, they talked about alpha lipoic acid, of course, and other kinds of antioxidants, and that's all well and good. But you got to try to keep, and you want to avoid cooking, avoid smoking, avoid cooking these meats at high temperatures, avoid eating tons of sugar, processed foods if you can. All of that will reduce the production of these AGEs. But in terms of the collagen matrix itself, you alluded to your product, BioSil, about 3 times earlier in our conversation. That product helps the body synthesize or otherwise make collagen, doesn't it?
Yes, it activates enzymes in the body that produce collagen and 2 related proteins, keratin and elastin.
This is wonderful.
And it works primarily by activating the enzymes that link together amino acids in the fibroblasts and osteoblasts and tendinocytes and chondrocytes and the collagen building cells in the body. Some of the orthosilicic acid in the product can be used to be incorporated into the collagen to help link the collagen fibers together in a beneficial way, the opposite of the way they're cross-linked by glycation in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, our product works by activating enzymes in the body that actually produce new, fresh, healthy collagen.
So, yeah, what they're doing is stimulating the biological manufacturers, if you will, these enzymes, these catalysts, to help the body make the collagen, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Collagen is a protein. It's made by linking together specific amino acids in a very specific way determined by our DNA. So those are the raw materials that collagen is built out of, like the bricks and the lumber and the cinder blocks.
Which amino acids?
There's 28 types of collagen, and they generally have either 19 or 20 different amino acids in there. You'll often see a figure used where a collagen molecule has over 1,000 amino acids, but there's 18 or 19 or 20 different ones. But the key ones, in my opinion, that are really limiting factors on collagen production are the amino acids L-proline and L-lysine. And one of the ways that BioSil works is it helps your body make its own L-proline, so you have enough of it to make proper amounts of collagen. And then L-lysine has to be obtained from the diet or through supplementation. It's in eggs and organ meats and skins of animal, like a fish skin or something that has a piece of fish with the skin on it. It's in dairy products. In a vegetarian diet, it's much more difficult to get without concentrating on it. The World Health Organization recommends that a woman needs 2.3 grams of L-lysine per day, and that men need 3 grams of L-lysine per day. But many people don't get it. If you know somebody that has thin, transparent skin, which is a real sign of insufficient collagen in the skin, please talk to them about where they're getting their lysine from, and they're real candidates for either some advice on where to get proteins in the diet or from a lysine supplement.
Sure. And collagen, the derivative of the word, the etymology of the word is from Greek, and it means glue, and it literally is like a glue. And collagen, in conjunction with hyaluronic acid, from the ground substance of the intracellular cement, holds the cells together. And that's, when your skin starts to wrinkle and starts to sag and so on, and that's an indication that the collagen matrix is collapsing or deteriorating. Now, a lot of people think, oh yeah, my bones, I better eat a lot of calcium and get the glucosamine, the chondroitin, all well and good, and I would recommend it. But it turns out that bone is rich in collagen. In fact, I've heard you say from time to time it's about 30 to 40% of bone is constituted of collagen, right?
That's correct. The collagen forms the framework of bone, and it's what gives bone its flexibility and its ability to impact or absorb impact without breaking. Bone researchers like to call this toughness. And as a guy who's had about 12 years of speech therapy, I really like technical terms that are easy to say. So I like technical terms like toughness. But many bone researchers think that the flexibility and the ability to absorb impact provided by the collagen in bone really gives bone about 80% of its total strength.
Wow.
And then the collagen fibers also serve as a template, or the parking spaces or the binding sites for calcium phosphate crystals to be deposited into. So the more collagen you have in the bone, the more bone mineral density potential somebody has. It's a key component that's often overlooked with bone. Bone's really a two-phase system where you have the collagen providing the flexibility and the toughness, and then you have the minerals giving it its shape and rigidity.
We'll be right back. BioSil, you can't go wrong. It's one of my all-time favorite supplements for sure.
We're all busy. So busy that only 20% of us eat the recommended 5 fruits and vegetables a day. Only 10% of us really eat properly and exercise. No wonder that 1 in 3 American adults exhibit signs of cardiovascular disease. We know that we should eat right and exercise, but we just don't. This is where concentrated nutrition can help. Colas Optimizer from Jarrow Formulas is that concentrated nutrition designed to deliver important cardiovascular support. The sources are natural, and the combination of ingredients is based on clinical science. Jarrow Formula's Colas Optimizer combines clinically tested levels of sesame seed lignans, tocotrienols, and artichoke extract optimized with red yeast rice. It's designed to support cholesterol levels already in the normal range, as well as reduce the oxidation of LDL cholesterol. Ask for Colas Optimizer at your local health food store, or for more information, go to jarrow.com. That's JARROW for the best in cardiovascular formulas.
At Canavest, we believe that the future of hemp is unlimited, and through innovative and responsible application and science, we will enhance the prosperity and well-being of our customers, employees, and communities. As pioneers, our long-term goal at Canavest is to locate hemp seed processing mills near to our future family of hemp farmers. These local factories will convert hemp seed into nutritious oil, protein powders, bread flour, and hemp meal. Canavest supports local efforts and believes that sustainability starts locally. Canavest was named one of the Nutritional Outlook's Best of 2014, and we are committed to pioneering the hemp revolution as the world's leading producer of quality hemp-derived CBD products. Resistance to change is in great part the result of trying to do today's job with yesterday's tools and with yesterday's concepts. The hemp revolution is here, and it's up to all of us to change perception and to impact policy. Will you join us in this movement? Learn more about the education and science behind Canavest at canavest.com.
Is your fish oil wildly pure? New Chapter is proud to offer a whole food approach to fish oil, Whole Mega. Naturally pure 100% wild-caught salmon comes from the pristine waters of Alaska. Like extra virgin olive oil, the fresh-caught salmon for Whole Mega is pressed immediately after harvest. And that's all that's needed to deliver wild Alaskan salmon's whole complement of vital omega fatty acids. These omegas support your heart health. One serving of Whole Mega per day, 2 grams, has been clinically shown to help retain healthy triglyceride levels and to improve the omega-3 index, a studied marker of heart health. And did you know experts recommend consuming 2 to 3 servings of fish per week? So 1 week of Whole Mega delivers the omegas of 3 servings of wild Alaskan salmon. Discover the New Chapter difference, wildly pure Whole Mega. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local Fine Health food store.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And now we'll serve up that LTN health question of the day. We do that every day just around this time. And so I'm talking with my guest, Richard Passwater, one of my all-time favorite guests on the show. I really think a lot of Richard. And we've been talking about. You heard us talking about collagen, and then referenced the product BioSil. And BioSil is, as I told you going into that last set of messages, one of my favorite supplements. Something you should take every day. You will age far more successfully taking BioSil. I have no compunction in telling you that. Here's the question: is collagen a protein, a carbohydrate, or a fat? What is collagen? Is it a protein? Is collagen protein, carbohydrate, or fat? Right answer, $25 gift card. 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. And whatever one of those three it is, it's the most abundant in the body. Protein, carbohydrate, or fat? What is collagen? Richard, welcome back. And BioSil, you can go to, is there a BioSil.com?
BioSilUSA.com is a great resource for additional information about BioSil.
I would be remiss if I did not mention, especially to you, the Baltimore baseball fan that you are and the baseball fan that you are, that, of course, Yogi Berra, that day before yesterday, died of natural causes at age 90 on Tuesday of this week. He was the Yankees legend and Hall of Famer. And he was known for his, how can we say it, some of his unique sayings. And we would be remiss if we didn't pay tribute to Yogi Berra. This show has humor to it, and humor is wonderful for health. Yogi was noted for saying such things as, "It ain't over till it's over. It's deja vu all over again." And then he said, "Never answer an anonymous letter." And then
one of my favorites.
Go ahead. One of your favorites
is a quote where he says, "Nobody goes there anymore because it's too crowded."
I know. And then
and there was one where he was allegedly asked if he wanted his pizza cut into 6 slices or 8, and he told the pizza man that he wasn't that hungry, so make it 6.
And then he also said, and probably saying it to his baseball players, to his team when he was a coach, "We've made too many wrong mistakes." And then he's been noted to say, "The future ain't what it used to be." And he said it gets late early out here. I guess that's when he was out in California. Then he said baseball is 90% mental, the other half is physical.
Yeah, he was never real good with the math.
And then he said to his players at one point, "Pair up in 3s." Yeah, the one that you pointed out, nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded. And he said, "A nickel ain't worth a dime anymore." Let's see.
I'll miss him.
Oh. And then he said, about this one player, he said, "He hits from both sides of the plate. He's amphibious." He meant to say ambidextrous. Oh, God. Let's see, what else? There's so many that he had. I never said most of the things I said. He said, "It ain't the heat, it's the humility." He meant to say humidity. Oh, my God, he was wonderful. He said, "Take it with a grin of salt instead of grain of salt." He said, "The tiles were so thick there, I could hardly close my suitcase." So he was stealing tiles from the hotel. And then finally he said, "When you come to a fork in the road, take it."
Oh, that's a classic one I had forgotten about.
Those are wonderful, aren't they?
I hope another character comes along that
I doubt it.
Can keep us entertained and motivate us. But I doubt it.
Yeah,
it was something special.
You made too many wrong mistakes. That's classic, buddy. I had to do that because I know you're such a baseball fan. I knew you would appreciate it, and I
appreciate it. You always make me smile. I appreciate it. And I always appreciate your kind words as well.
Well, we believe in humor around here. So what is collagen? A protein, a carbohydrate, or a fat? Come on, people. I'll give you a clue. It starts with the letter P. 877-897-8255, 877-897-TALK. We like to give away that $25 supplement gift card every day. We want you to win. Collagen, it's the most abundant, protein, carbohydrate, or fat in the body. It starts with the letter P. Go ahead, Richard.
Really the glue that holds the body together and influences the hair and nails. And it's in my opinion, the most fascinating and important building block in the body.
I've always tried to keep the listener dialed into the idea that you want to try to get the biggest bang from your supplement buck. And some supplements, you just get a bigger bang for it. And the BioSil is one of those products. Not only will you look better, your hair, skin, and nails will be so much better looking, but internally, all your connective tissue, a better chance, a greater likelihood for the connective tissue to be healthy, your ligaments, your tendons, your cartilage, your arteries, and so on. It's a wonderful, wonderful product. Let's go to Tampa, Florida. It's pretty nice there. Dolores, welcome to the show. What is collagen? A protein, a carbohydrate, or a fat, Dolores?
A protein.
Congratulations. You won a $25 supplement gift card. How about that?
Thank you.
Thank you, Dolores. How are you doing, by the way?
I'm doing fine. Thank you.
Thank you, and thank you for listening.
Nice to talk to you.
Nice to talk to you as well. I wish we had more time. We're headed into that music you hear in the background is a signal, a cue that we're headed out of here for the day. But okay. Dolores, we appreciate your listenership. Thanks.
Yes, I appreciate your show. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And Richard, we appreciate you. You're up in Canada now. Where are you going to head from there?
I'm in Saskatoon right now, and I'm heading to Toronto, back to Toronto this evening.
Are you going to see Dr. Jones there or what?
I got to see Dr. Gifford Jones, one of my idols and mentors, one of the kindest people alive, and I got to spend some time with him last weekend.
Good. All right, we got to cut out of here. Take BioSil because your health is your wealth.